Welcome to Seaquaria Ocean Education, a Canadian nonprofit educating youth about Pacific Northwest aquatic ecosystems. Each video we explore the amazing intertidal life of the Salish Sea. Join us as we try new activities, speak with experts in the field, and learn about what's in our ocean backyard on southern Vancouver Island. Enjoy today's video!
Welcome to Intertidal Safari,
Episode 3!
Today we're going to be exploring the high intertidal zone.
I'm Yuko.
I'm Maya, and we're Seaquarists at Seaquaria Ocean Education, and we are at Kitty Islet.
We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Alright, let's start exploring the high tide zone today. This is the area that first gets exposed when the tide starts to lower, which means that the organisms that live here need to be pretty hardy. Some of the challenges that these organisms might face are things like drying out, wave action, or even debris that gets washed up during a high tide. The animals that live in the high intertidal zone are things like barnacles, limpets, chitons, snails, shore crabs. There's a lot of different ones that we'll explore today. Even anemones live in the high intertidal zone. And as you can see by this clip, there's lots of different types of seaweed too.
So, this is the Cobble Hotel. Let's go and investigate who lives in the Cobble Hotel. But as we're investigating, let's keep our voices low so we don't disturb the guests. Let's go. Room service.
On top of this rock, we can see that there's a whole colony of barnacles that's living on top. And then there's ulva that starts hanging off the side. When we roll it over, being very careful, we can already see that underneath the rock, there's a whole pile of little crabs that try and scoot themselves under the rock again to protect themselves from the sun. That's a behavior that is basically keeping them safe from heating up too much. So we're going to very gently put this back down so that we don't squish anybody. Shore crabs often like to hang out underneath the rocks in the high intertidal zone. The shore crab that Yuko is catching here to put in a yogurt container for observation is one perfect example. They can vary in many different colors and often grow not to be that large. They're very gentle as well, and if you want to see if they're male or female, look for the lighthouse on the belly of the male and the beehive on the belly of the female. Another high tide critter that you can find are aggregating anemones. You have to look carefully for them. They're usually on the underside of rocks or in crevices. That's these guys over here. A cool fact about aggregating anemones is that they actually clone themselves to reproduce. So all of these guys are the exact same one, just cloned multiple times. Aggregating anemones are really interesting critters, and I highly recommend that you look them up to find out more information. One of the coolest things that I think about them is that they have a nerve net, which means that all of their nervous cells are the same throughout their entire body. This is what allows them to clone themselves, like was mentioned before. One last PSA, if you see a jellyfish washed up onto the beach, you should just avoid touching it. Some of the bigger ones could still have a slight sting.
Thank you for watching today's video, and thank you to all of our donors and supporters for making the work we do possible. If you would like to donate to Seaquaria Ocean Education or wish to download free activities and lesson plans, please visit our website at seaquaria.org. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. See you next time.